Hello everyone and welcome to Don't Be Bored. Asmodee has sent me a load of Star Wars Unlimited booster packs. This is for the first series of this Star Wars Unlimited, with the second one coming out in a few months' time. Let's jump in and get opening some of these packs. So we're opening this up. So this has 24 booster packs in it. Each of these individually has 16 random cards in. There are always going to be a leader and a location card, and then everything else is random stuff. So we've got an absolute ton of these packs to open. Now I'm going to do something a bit odd. I'm going to sort them out into the characters that they actually have on the front. So we've got some layers, we've got some Thrawns, we've got some... well, it could be any Wookiee, but let's be honest, it's probably Chewbacca. For Star Wars Day, let's go for Thrawn, shall we? Now, obviously, what looks on the outside of these doesn't seem to matter what's in them. And let's jump straight into the pack, straight away. So let's zoom straight up. We have Boba Fett, a nice leader card here straight away. So he's going to be coming in to play when he's like this, up the right way with a cost of 5 and a cool little ability. When he attacks, if the enemy unit is left in play, ready 2 resources. That's pretty useful there. We've got the chopper base, and on the back of it, it's a shield card. Now, I didn't know what was going to be on the back of these, because in the 2-player starter set, on the back of these bases are the set list for that character. Obviously, these can be used by anyone, so there you have it. Now, let's have a look through. So, make an opening, nice little tactics card, Cantina Braggart. That's a cool little fight, or not fight, they're doing a test of strength, the arm wrestle there. Wow, that's a pretty interesting looking ship. The Death Trooper. A Wampa. I mean, that's got to go into to a cool deck, surely. We had a few of these in the Darth Vader set, as with the cell block. I don't think we had any ISB agents. So that's a new card. We definitely had an Alliance X-Wing in the Luke deck. Power Failure, I think that's a new one. AT-AT Suppressor. Oh, that's cool. Almost, it looks like almost like there's a wire going across it, but I think that's just sort of artwork. Wing Leader. Don't get cocky. And here we go. We've got a shiny card there. That is the Protector. What an amazing scene that is actually from. I love the way that it's almost, yeah, like a nice shiny, almost oily look to the shininess, and it's even on these bits down here. It's not just the main artwork. Hopefully that is being picked up by the camera. So that is our first set, and we're gonna just put these over at the side. I'm going to keep that special one just off like that. Jump into the next one. So we're going through again, another Thrawn pack. It'll be interesting to see how very much different this pack is going to be. So who do we have? We have Sabine. Now, you'll notice her if you've watched Rebels at all, but also if you've seen the latest Ahsoka series, or Series 1, not the latest one. And then she'll be going into play. On attack, you'll deal 1 damage to each enemy base. Well, that's pretty useful, isn't it? Because you're going to want to be doing that. So, nice way that when she's out, put her down there. We've got the Command Center, the Death Star. That's a bit unfortunate. That comes in the 2-player starter set. And again, it's got a shield on the back. Well, can't have everything, can you? Let's go through these. Well, we've seen one of those already today. Cloud City Wing Guard. That's pretty cool. Sentinel ability. It's one of my favourite abilities. Oh! Spec Force Soldier. Something loses Sentinel after I've just said it's an amazing ability. Oh, well, that's horrible. Steadfast Battalion. Cargo Juggernaut. Some great scenes. Certainly in the latest series of Bad Batch, where they take over one of these. That was really cool. I think it was one of those at least. Nice little freighter, sorry. Jawa. Well, you've got to have a deck with some Jawas in, surely. A Swoop Racer. Severe lack of text down here. Look at that. Oh, here we go. We've got one of the ones that has that borderlessness to it. I think that looks fantastic. I wish all the cards looked that good. I kind of wish that isn't a special effect, but that's a very nice one. Mon Mothma even. A Blizzard Assault AT-AT. Wow. When this unit attacks and defeats a unit, you may use you deal the excess damage to attack an enemy ground unit. So it's got that sort of almost ground bombardment to it. That's a cool thing. Fighters for Freedom. You're my only hope. And, oh, here we go. We've got Academy Training. Not only is it one of these borderless ones, it's the shiny, the last card of the pack. Well, that's not bad going. An Academy Training. That is a really nice card. And again, look at that. I do wish all the cards had that borderless style look. Right, let's dive into the next pack. Again, another Thrawn. We have... Well, let's be honest, I think a few people are going to notice this slight rebellish sort of character. But what does she look like when she comes into play? Ooh, friendly unit. While a friendly unit is attacking, the defender gets -1 to the red. That's pretty good, but interesting they even bothered printing -0 to blue there. Seems a bit pointless, but still, that's a pretty cool leader. So we'll put that over near the leaders. Capital City, which is a new one, and as interesting, that has the experience rather than a shield printed on the back. I was starting to think they might all have shields on the back. Let's skim through these and try and look for some new stuff. So we've got this Patrolling V-Wing. A moment of peace. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. The Occupier Siege Tank. That looks pretty devastating if that is going to be coming at you. The Gladiator Star Destroyer. Yep, that's certainly going to be doing some serious damage. And give a unit Sentinel for this phase. That's really interesting. That's very cool. So, you can come in, use that to protect something you really don't want going down. Defeat a non-leader unit. Vanquish tactic. Wow. Huge cost. That feels like a huge ability there, though. Wow. Some insurgents. That's a cool one. I really like that. That really makes me think of sort of the rebels fighting a lot. That's cool. 7th Fleet Defender. Frontier AT-AT, probably one of the worst walkers, because let's be honest, you can be shot from every direction. A Syndicate Lackey. Wow. I mean, they're ambushed, so after you play this unit, it may ready and attack an enemy unit. So it's pretty cool. Basically, you're in the underworld, you're getting ambushed by these lackeys. Not cheap cost of 5, but yeah, pretty awesome. Next one is make sure you shoot first with this little trick. That's a nice one. Next up, Bright Hope. There we go. We've got Devotion, which is a unit gains Restore 2. One of these lovely borderless cards. I absolutely love that on them. We've got Spark of Rebellion. Look at the opponent's hand. Discard something from it. Just when they're starting to do something good. And then the last card, the shiny one, we've got this System Patrol Craft. Look at that. And again, just down here at the bottom, you can even see that sort of shimmery effect that's on it. That's really cool. Now let's go for the next one. 16 more cards, 16 more chances of something super cool. So we have, as a leader, Grand Moff Tarkin. I mean, I'm definitely going to have to try and make a deck with him. That's pretty awesome. And you may give an experience token to another Imperial unit. So that's the experience stuff, which might be on the back of the command center. It is. So that's interesting. We have 2 now from 2 different decks. So we've got 2 command centers. And then if you turn them over, they are 2 different things. One is a shield, one is an experience. I did not expect that, I have to admit. Right, let's go through the cards. So we've got Strike True. A surgical droid. Oh, that sort of stuff going on in the background. An Imperial Interceptor. Medal Ceremony. Oh, that's a great scene at the end. Seasoned Shore Trooper. Wow. While you control 6 or more resources, this unit gets a hell of a bonus. And just relatively cheap cost at 2. Interesting, so we saw this one a minute ago, this System Patrol Craft, but this one is shiny. Oh, there you go, you can see the difference between the two. So you've got the shiny variant and the non-shiny variant. I know which one I'd be putting into a deck first. Disarm. Give wow, you are really giving them a minus there, -4. And not a huge cost at 1. Nice little droid there. Bounty Hunter crew. Oh, that's cool. The Force is with me. Oh, we got a card with him a second ago, didn't we? Pirated Starfighter. Overwhelming Barrage. Well, they do seem to think that Overkill is underrated. We have Darth Vader. That's very interesting. So we actually have him as a unit. So this answers my question. When I was unboxing the 2-player starter set, I was seeing the characters like Yoda or the Emperor and stuff like that. Well, this just goes to show you that Darth Vader can actually be in another deck, but with one hell of a cost. That is absolutely amazing. I think that's cool, and it does mean that we're definitely going to be seeing some cool cards coming up. I'm going to actually put that up there to make sure I remember that. And the shiny on this one is Mon Mothma. So we saw a standard version of this card earlier, but now we have a shiny version of it. I really do think they look very nice, but I don't think I would hunt them out either. We have 4 packs left to go. So let's jump into this one. Ooh. Here we go. Look, we were supposed to get him surely from this because we're opening his packs. Grand Admiral Thrawn. The way that they should have taken the series rather than the 7, 8 and 9 that they did. If you know anything about the Star Wars lore, the books basically saw him taking control, being a bit of a bad guy, but then realising everyone needs to kind of fall in line behind him because there was things coming from another galaxy. Cool leader there though, and a new location. Kestrel City with a shield on the back. Right, let's now go through these. Now we're going to start seeing a lot of duplicates, so I'm going to go a little bit quicker on these ones here, stopping for something that's particularly cool, or if I notice things go out of focus too much. Mission briefing. Ooh, choose a player. They draw 2 cards. You're probably going to be using yourself, though if your opponent's running out of cards, you might do it for them instead. So we've seen a number of these ones before. Outer Rim Headhunter, that's pretty cool. Ooh. While you play a green unit, which is his one, including this one, heal 1 damage from your base. So you might want to play this card simply just to heal your base. That's a pretty nice card. I'll probably try and get that in a deck somewhere. Next we have the Benthic 2 Tubes. Now you see him as a bit of, well, you see him almost as a pirate, I believe. More than a rebel trooper, as it's saying here, but still, that's a pretty cool card. General Veers. Emperor Palpatine, there we go, we can have him in 2 decks, not just 1. Or you could even have him in the same deck twice, and just wait for one of them to die before you plop the other one down, because, you know, he's pretty good at coming back to life. And we have a Battlefield Marine. Yeah, a bit of a boring one with no text going on, but shiny, so why not? Whoa, let's jump into the next one. Oh, here we go. Who have we got this time? We have Director Krennic. Well, he's a bit of a meh character, in my opinion. But he might be a cool leader in this, especially if I don't drop him. So, different leader again, which is really nice to see. We are getting different leaders. Unfortunately, we do have the chopper base again, which is unfortunate because I really wanted to get one of the bases in this set that does have different stuff, that's not just 30 hit points. So, oh, that's a nice looking card, to be fair. That's pretty cool artwork there. We have the Snow Speeder. Ah, we saw one of these a minute ago. Resilient, it's a fairly basic card. These are the sort of cards that I do think you do want in your deck if you obviously have the tags. Super cheap and you can just sort of spam the ground. That's kind of what they do, right? Just have a mass of stormtroopers. So, Underworld Thug. Oh, it's almost quite a neutrally sort of character. I like that. Certainly, as he doesn't have, just notice, doesn't have a tag, which means he can go in any deck. So, jack of all trades, maybe master of none. That's a cool looking crafty smuggler. I bet that one would look super good as a shiny card. The AT-ST. I think I've said this before, that's basically my favourite vehicle when it comes to Star Wars. Just beating the AT-ATs. Ah, here we go, Kanan. Fantastic series. If you've not watched Rebels, it starts off okay, but it ends up brilliant. So would highly recommend that. And then, oh, we've got a Devastator without the borders. Here we go. That is an absolute beast of a card. 10 cost. Wow. You are going to be seriously damaging that. And there's also, when played, down here, you may deal damage to a unit equal to the number of resources you control. Surely you need the 10, unless there's something else making it cheaper. Wow, that could be insane. And then we have Bail Organa. Oh, I thought that was going to be the shiny card, but we've still got one more to go. Nice little cheap one, that's always good. Way, we've got a frame break sort of style. And shiny, look at that. Yes, that is definitely going to be used in a deck with this tag up here. As you can tell, I don't know what those tags are actually called. I just call that the black one. 2 more packs to go. Let's crack straight into the next one. Our first double leader, the Director Krennic. And unfortunately, the 3rd command center that we have got. So we've got the Recruit, Wilderness Fighter, Open tactic, wow, deal 4 damage to a unit, cost of 3 resources, but that could be taking that thing out that was going to deal so much damage to your base. So it could be a really great way of spending your resources if you need to. Ambush and Overwhelm, whoa, that's with good stats on that as well. Oh, I'm not sure we've seen this one. Snowtrooper Lieutenant, Lieutenant, however you want to call it. That's a nice bit of artwork there, the way you can sort of see the shot going off. Oh, that's odd. That is an upside down card. But it's the correct way around on the back, so it's not like anything funky's going on. But we have the Gamorrean guards there. Well, you often see those sort of people quite near Jabba the Hutt. I wonder if we'll get him at all. General Targi. Oh, yes! Another one from the Rebels series. An amazing character in that. Again, definitely go and watch it. It's not... Just because it's animation doesn't mean it's for kids. The first series is definitely kid-friendly, but I think the more you watch, the more you'll enjoy it. We've got the Protector again. We've got the Relentless ship. Again, a huge cost. Huge cost. And then we've got... Wow. We have the Smuggling Compartment. What a fantastic card to get as the shiny card. So you attach it to a vehicle, and then the unit gains on attack ready a resource. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's not one I want as a shiny, because you're going to be tucking this under something. But still, we never turn a shiny down. And the last Thrawn pack. Let's crack this one open. Let's see what we get. And again, happy May 4th, Star Wars Day, if you're watching. Sabine Wren, unfortunately, we have her already. And we've also got the Chopper base 3 times now. But will we get some cool cards? Well, we'll always get cool cards, but will they be amazing? Let's find out. We've seen a lot of these, but who cares? Oh, just going back to this one. It's not a special, which means you could have many Wampas down on the ground. Definitely going to have to try and do that. Repair. Outer Rim Headhunters. Ah, that's the boring version of the Cell Block Guard that we got a minute ago. ISB Agent. Wing Leader. I was hoping for another Borderless, but here we go. Whoa, look at that. That is pretty cool with that sort of blaster fire going off. Look at that. It doesn't really matter that it's a card that's not going to stay in play very long, because you play a tactic and then it's pretty much done with. But when you plop that down, it's going to look nice. Make an opening. So there we have it. We had an absolute ton of cards. We have a load of these bases and people pairings, and we've got some really nice shiny cards as well in here. All of these are the shiny ones. Some are the special borderless ones in here as well. Which, just show you to that again. Some of them, like this one, is both. And then we've got some really cool characters. Let's just have a look at these ones again. So we've got Zeb, the Devastator, Kanan, the Emperor, and Darth Vader. Which does, like I say, that does answer my question of if we'll be able to get certain characters that are leaders or units as leaders or vice versa in the future. But there you go, we've opened a load of these Star Wars Unlimited booster packs. 16 cards in each. You're always going to get a leader and a base, and then 14 other random cards, including at least one that is shiny. Every pack has that, and some of them also come with those borderless ones as well. Well, that's a load of the packs done, but I will be opening the rest of them in a part 2, so come back and watch that, and until then, have a Jedi-filled or a Sith-filled, if that's your choice, good day.